Hey, what's up guys? Mike Red Fox. In this video, we're gonna test the 3070 versus the 3070 Ti on Ravencoin. All right, so we got the 3070 and the 3070 Ti set up in the test bench here. Well, one of them is in there. This is the 3070. And the 3070 Ti is kind of just like propped up on its riser right now. I wanted to get a good amount of airflow because one thing I already know and learned about this card is that the memory temperatures will get pretty hot. I don't want that to impact any of the testing that we do here today. So that's the setup there. What we're gonna do now is switch over to my test bench here and take a look at how we're doing so far. So I have both GPUs completely stock in MSI Afterburner, no power limits, no overclocks of any kind. The one thing I'm gonna do just for the sake of testing right off the bat is just get these fan speeds up to 100%, just to keep these GPUs cool. So let's go ahead and do that. Oops. Let's move them all the way up. And I think what I'd like my approach to be in this video is, first of all, compare them stock. And then we'll do some overclocks and power limits on them. Because one of the things that has really been coming up as you look ahead to both EIP 1559 on Ethereum and the merge on Ethereum is there's just been a lot of talk about Ravencoin. And more people are asking questions. People are asking how these two GPUs compare to each other as well as others, and so we need to get that data out there. There's been a lot of YouTubers, great YouTubers, who have done cards, previous generation cards, but at least when I look, I can't find too much on 30 series, especially the new TIs, comparing them to some of the other 30 series cards. So I figure, what the hell, we'll do some of that testing, see how they stack up for each other, and then just get that info out there for the community, and maybe it helps you make some decisions around where you want to invest your money, thinking about the long-term plan for mining. So taking a look right now, 3070 stock is pretty stuck on 25.86 mega hash, and the 3070 Ti is coming in at 35.4 mega hash. So let's get a note started. This is what I like to do. Super advanced, I know. And we'll just start logging some of this data as we go on. So we'll write stock 3070. It's doing, say, 25.8. And the 3070 Ti is doing a lot more, 35.43. You can already see the temperatures of the memory on that. These are both Zotac hollow blacks. You see the memory temperatures on that 3070 Ti is just already toasty. So we'll keep an eye on that. So there's your initial performance. If you just took this GPU out of the box, you didn't want to do anything with it, maybe it's just in your gaming PC and you don't want to mess with overclocks or anything, this is what you would expect mining Ravencoin on the Kawpow algorithm. So next thing we should do is start testing some power limits. Now the 3070 Ti, this card I've been testing a little bit, so I think I can get that around 75% power limit. Should give me around 230 watts, which is pretty much where it is efficient. The 3070, I'm actually not sure, so we'll have to test that a little bit here. So I'm going to drop this down to just say 80 on the power limit, and then we're going to see what kind of results we get over here in T-Rex Miner. So there's our stock numbers, and we're going to try some power limit numbers here and see what results we get. All right, not too much of a change. You can see our wattage dropped. I guess I should probably write that down. So what were these running at? 308 watts and 240 watts. So what's interesting is the TDP, oops, I did it backwards. The TDP of the 3070 Ti is 290 watts. So it's interesting it's running at 308 watts. I noticed it when I did my hash rate testing video on it too, and that was a different 3070 Ti from this one. All right, so we brought that down, and we really didn't lose much on the mega hash at all. So I'm feeling really good about that. So that is the 3070 running at, say, 25.7 at 191 watts. And the 3070 Ti is running, say, 35.3 at 232 watts. Now let's see if I can get that 3070 down a little further. We'll go 70 on the power limit and see if we lose a lot of mega hash there. These things are churning right now. Kawpow, man, it will ruin a GPU's life. All right, still looking good on the 3070, 25.7 at 167 watts. So let's jot some of that down. 25.7 at 167 watts. That's looking pretty good. You can see the efficiency is still currently better if you look in TRX miner over here. Actually, they're getting close. Efficiency, they're getting real close on numbers. 25.7. I'm surprised we didn't lose more on the 3070. Let's keep pushing that down. So let's go down to 65% on the power limit. And then once we push it down as far as we can, without sacrificing too much mega hash, then we'll start pushing overclocks up and see what kind of performance we can get out of these GPUs. So 3070 is down to 155 on the watts. Still keeping 25.7 mega hash. It's really good to see. Let's keep pushing it. There always will be a point where you just get a huge drop off, and then you know you went too far. You're starving the GPU for power. Let's see when we hit that point on the 3070. So now the efficiency king is for sure the regular 3070. Let's push it further. We're gonna go down to 55. I'm gonna wait on one more refresh here just in case that hash rate is lagging behind. Yeah, 25.6. I had a feeling. Still looking really good efficiency-wise, though. The higher the number here, the better. That's the more efficient the GPU is, which is just mega hash divided by wattage. I'm gonna let this settle out for a second. But obviously the 3070, I'm sure you know if you have it, you're mining Ethereum with it, you can get to like 125, 120, maybe 130 watts and be really efficient on Ethereum. So I think actually we're good. It's stuck for 2 refreshes here, 25.6. So let's do that push down to 55 on the power limit. See where that gets us. All right, so we're at 25.3, and this is probably around the power limit. You would run this on Ethereum, which would be cool if we kind of settle in the same spot. We'll let that hash rate settle out again to see what we get. 24.6, all right, there we go, we're dropping here. 24.6 at 130 watts, 1 watts, and that's at 55. We'll give it a couple more refreshers to make sure that hash rate is not lagging behind. But yeah, that efficiency is looking good, 0.184. It's looking really good. All right, 24.1 is the winner for sure. So right off the bat, let's look at that efficiency difference. between both the 3070 and 3070 Ti. The 3070 is the more efficient card right now. So now I'm going to go back, even though I'm pretty confident I can't get the 3070 Ti much more efficient. Let's test it. Let's bring it down to 70. See what that does for the 3070 Ti here in terms of efficiency. Jot that down. So we were at 35.3 before. And let's see what we drop down to. So we really, on the 3070, only lost 2 mega hash, but essentially halved our wattage. It's really great. So let's see what we do on the 3070 Ti here. Because I would love to get that power down in that card, because that thing is so power hungry. All right, we're looking good. We're at 34.7 at 216 watts. We'll see if that settles out. But let's jot it down. Just to see. And that's at 216 watts. Gives me a 0.15 efficiency. Let's see how much we can close that gap here. See how close we can get these two GPUs. All right, looks like we settled out a little bit there. And I'm gonna update. This is getting me like 23.7. And yeah, I'm at 34.6 at 216 watts, which is actually not too bad. And you can see that the memory temperature is coming down as well. So let's see if we can pull that back just a little bit more and keep closing that gap on efficiency. This is actually good. I needed to do this on the 3070 Ti. Let's bring it down to 65, which will probably get us around 200 watts. All right, looks like that was a little too big of a hit to our mega hash, and our efficiency actually is going the wrong direction. So let's put that back to 70. That's where we're gonna wanna run this GPU at. There is right now, the 3070 is for sure more efficient than the 3070 Ti. 3070 Ti just requires so much more power in order to gain on mega hash. Let's see if we can do some overclocks and if there's any difference that we can make up there and potentially close the gap on that efficiency. So, all right, so I have tinkered a little bit here, and what I've done is I have the power limits of each card at stock 100%, and now I've overclocked these cards. So up first I have the 3070 Ti, which I have the core clock up to 200 plus 200 and the memory clock maxed out, and this is what I had the 3070 Ti. It was an EVGA I was testing for my 3070 Ti hash rate video, and this is exactly where I was able to get it to, just max everything out. In the 3070, I have 200 core, and I have the memory at plus 1300 because that's where I know it maxes out when mining Ethereum, and I feel like that's a good place to stay. So now looking at the miner here, you can see the hash rates are 41 on the 3070 Ti and 30 on the regular 3070, and the 3070 Ti is coming out more efficient right now. And essentially what that gives us over the stock clocks is about, what do we say, 5 mega hash extra on the 3070, and actually a little bit more, 6 mega hash extra on the 3070 Ti. So next step, and really the last step that I can think to test these cards versus each other, is now to start pulling back that power limit and see how that efficiency stacks up now that we've discovered what the maximum overclocks they can run at are. So let's start pulling back here. I'm gonna just go 10% at a time to start. We're gonna go back 90 on the 3070 Ti and 90 on that 3070. And we're gonna look for that same thing. We're gonna look for this gap, if we can close it, how efficient we can get these GPUs, especially over where we had them when they were just running power limited with no overclocks. See if we can beat that or not. And really, this will be helpful to decide what the best place to run these specific GPUs is at overclock-wise when mining Ravencoin. So we'll let this settle out, and then we'll keep dropping on the power limit until we get to a point where there's just too much of a hash rate drop-off. All right, we're looking really good. This has settled out, and we didn't lose much of any mega hash, and we definitely gained back some efficiency on these GPUs. So let's go down a little bit further. I'm gonna go down to 85. I'm gonna do 85 because I don't know. There's something about that 3070 Ti that just gets real tricky once you start lowering the power limit. So we're gonna do 85. Be real conservative just so we can check. Let this settle out and we'll check back. All right, we're still looking really good. We shaved off some more wattage and our hash rates remain unchanged. So yeah, let's drop it down to 80 on the power limit with these overclocks, and we'll see if that changes anything. All right, down to 80% on the power limit, and honestly still looking much better than I thought we were going to be. The 3070 pretty much remains untouched, stuck at 30.7 mega hash and at 191 watts now. So I'm interested to see how much further we can bring that one down. And we lost a little bit, as I expected, off the 3070 Ti, just coming in at 40.4 at 247 watts. So we're gonna keep pushing this down, but before we do that, you can see we really closed the gap on efficiency here. For argument's sake, they're pretty much identical in efficiency where they currently stand. I'm wondering, as I continue to push down this 3070, if that gap will widen and the 3070 will come out ahead in efficiency, just like it did when we were initially running this without overclocks. So I'm gonna take this down by 10 on the 3070 and 10 on the 3070 Ti. Bring down that wattage. We'll let this settle out for a few minutes or so and check what results we have compared to what we've had so far. What you can see here is that the hash rate of the 3070 Ti has essentially dropped off a cliff. We lost 6 mega hash going down to 70, but the 3070 on the other hand is still doing really, really good at those numbers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to up the power on the 3070 Ti to get back some efficiency, but then I can continue to push down the 3070 here, which is running at 30.7 mega hash at now 167 watts. So I'm going to push that down first. We'll see. Let's push that down to 60 on the power limit. And I'm going to give a little bit back to this 3070 Ti. We're going to get it up to 75. 80 is where I had it before. Maybe it was too much of a jump. So let's get that back up and see how this settles out. And if we can gain back some efficiency on that 3070 Ti, and if we can even gain more on the 3070. All right, I think we got some final results here. So I've been tinkering with this for a while, but what I've landed on is I brought back the power on the 3070 Ti to 247 watts. And you can see that we're hitting that 41.09 mega hash, which is the most efficient I can get the 3070 Ti on Ravencoin for that 0.16 efficiency. But on the other side is the 3070, I can get it to 155 watts and it can keep that same 30.7 mega hash it was hitting. If I drop the power limit any more below that, then I get a drastic drop off of mega hash. So I know that that is the limit. So sizing those two GPUs up in terms of efficiency, the 3070 has the 3070 Ti beat all day. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope this information was helpful to you in any way. If you got any different results in your testing, let me know in the comment section down below. It's going to be helpful for me and this entire crypto mining community. Thanks for staying with me to the end. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. Subscribe for more content on GPU mining. Join my Discord, linked in the description below if you'd like to chat. And as always, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I will see you in the next video.